First in the tank is a product in the health and wellness space.
What's going on, sharks? My name is Alexio Gibson. I was born and raised in the Bahamas, and I am here seeking $500,000 for 5% equity in my company. Ooh. Now, I'm a pretty healthy guy, but I wasn't always this way. In fact, when I was 21 years old, I weighed over 500 pounds and was told that I wouldn't live to see 30. So I knew that I needed to do something right away to get my life back. I started working out more, eating healthy, and even went vegan, Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
So during my transformation, I found a nutritionist ingredient that had 90% of the minerals that our human bodies need, and I incorporated it into my life every single day. Now, what is it? It's called sea moss. Sea moss is a powerhouse marine algae that exists in our oceans and has 90% of the essential minerals that our human bodies have. I wanted everyone to have this product so that they can become the best versions of themselves as well, which is why I created the Transformation Factory, a line of mouth-watering sea moss gels that you can take and get 90% of your nutrients with 2 tablespoons every day. So tell me, sharks, who's ready to transform the world with me and see nothing but green in the future?
That's a great
Now,
pitch.
sharks, in the front of you, you have our mouth-watering line of sea moss gels for you to try yourself. You will be tasting our mango, strawberry banana, pineapple, dragon fruit, and last but not least, our elderberry.
The strawberry tastes very good. It's almost like jam or jelly.
Yes.
More like a smoothie. It tastes more like a smoothie.
So sea moss has 90% of the essential minerals that our human bodies need to function. So you have zinc, boron, you have iodine that treats thyroids, and it also treats the gut. The gut is where our immune system lives. The only sweetener in this is agave, organic agave syrup.
Alexio, you said you lost 300 pounds?
Yes, I did.
How did you do that, and what was that like?
Well, I remember reading an article that, you know, some weight loss contestants on different reality shows worked out 4 to 6 hours a day. And I told myself as a personal challenge, I'm like, man, these people are as big as I am. Some of them are twice my age. What's my excuse? I can do 6 hours. Let's do this.
Wow.
I became obsessed with becoming the best version of myself. I would literally be on the elliptical and I would be envisioning what does a more healthy version of myself look like, a more confident
Good
version.
for you.
And I started chasing that guy in my mind.
Very, very strong.
Yeah.
Yep, congratulations.
Seriously.
Thank you guys, thank you.
What are your sales right now?
Right now, we are at 3.5 million sales to date.
Whoa.
Wow.
We started 11 months ago.
Holy cow.
How are you distributing it to get that kind of trajectory?
So the way this actually started, my 80-year-old grandmother was visiting from the Bahamas, who has a lot of comorbidities and taking medication, so I knew I wanted to protect her. I would put this in her coffee every morning. I was sharing stories on my Instagram story, just showing like sea moss lattes every 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'll give it to grandma. And they're like, I know what sea moss is. I keep hearing about it. Can I please stop by and get some? I'm a registered nurse. I'm in the COVID wing. And I'm like, absolutely. You ladies are soldiers. Come over, grab it. We didn't charge. And I was giving this away for free, not even thinking that it could have been a business. And it wasn't until I was getting about 60 orders a week, I said, why don't I open an online store to make the process simpler? It exploded. From there, we started running ads. We started getting more SEO traction. We had an 800% growth from February to March when we started running ads, and people knew that we existed.
Did you make any money on the 3.5 million in sales?
Yes, we're about 35% profit margin.
That's what
So you made $1 million in profit.
Yeah, 1.4 million. We poured a lot of it back into the business,
fine.
but we have extremely healthy cash flow.
And is it all still direct to consumer?
It's direct to consumer, 100% online.
So I'm curious what you'd use our money for.
So the way I would use the money is I actually want to have a transformation factory where we have the ingenuity and the machines to shelf stabilize our products.
You want to do that to get on retail shelves, right?
Yes, we want to get on retail shelves.
How much are you selling each bottle for?
So an 8-ounce raw sea moss sells for $24.99.
Whoa. This is $24.99?
Yes, $24.99.
Oh!
But you only use 2 tablespoons.
tablespoons
You don't
a
need the
day.
whole
No,
jar.
And what does it cost you to make it?
The cost for the smallest jar is $4.15.
Well, that's good margins.
Yes.
That's great
yes.
margins.
So how are you dealing with this when you manufacture it? How are you making sure it's clean, safe, pure?
Great question. So, because this comes from outside of the United States, it has to be FDA cleared and cleared by customs to even enter for consumption.
Why would anybody pay $24.99 for a tiny bottle of what looks like baby food? How did they learn about this?
This is a culturally driven product, right?
is.
In our community, African-American community, this is something that is now being raved about, and we're seeing growth in it. So I've actually purchased it, and it was in a plain jar, and it was like an exclusive buy. It almost felt like a drug deal, I'll be honest. It was like, they said, I know somebody that can get you some, and I was like, all right, I'll try it. So everything that you're saying, I do know to be true. What I'm most intrigued about are your numbers. Do you have other investors or partners right
I
now?
am a sole owner.
Good for you, baby.
All on you.
We never
I have
hear
no
those.
loans. I have no debt. Being first-generation entrepreneur and everything, this is where I do need help. Where I really want a strong financial background and a system. That's one area that I would love to be extremely
Then why are
tight
you only giving us
as we grow.
5%? And why
That's
did
a-
you ask for
that's a low
$500,000?
number.
Because you don't need the cash, and you know if you need that much help and guidance, 5% is not going to get us excited.
So, I'm very flexible in that. I'll tell you what I'm looking for the most is I want to work directly with one of you. I just want to be a sponge and keep growing as an excellent CEO.
I gotta be
And-
honest, man. For me, you're checking so many of the boxes. Me being a health and wellness guy, I can understand how this can fit in my other verticals. There's tons of things that I'm now getting my hands into. Something like this could be of interest.
Yes.
I don't see 5% doing it for me. I'm going to ask for 20%. I think that you're going to need a significant amount of help in building the infrastructure to run your business.
Can I tell you something? I was going to make an offer of 20% as well. I think that's a fair price. And I think I have the expertise to help out in a real meaningful way.
So then if that's the case, Barb, then if you want to, we split the 20%, we keep the offer at $500,000, and we go 10 and 10.
Great idea.
That's our offer.
I want to thank you, Barbara and Kevin, so much for your first initial offer. I do want to give the Sharks an opportunity to hear their offers as well.
Understood.
I
Thank
like
you very
that
much.
first initial offer. Interesting. Okay, well, let me give you my first
Did I
initial
say that?
offer, okay, and tell you what I do with this. I'm really intrigued. I love revenue. I love cash flow even more. You got both, so that's really impressive.
Yes.
I'm going to ask for more, actually. I'm going to give you the $500,000 for 30%, and then I'm going to put Chef Wonderful behind it, and I'm going to sell it direct. I sell millions of dollars of sous vide, cakes, wines, spices, you name it.
None of that has anything to do with the CMOS room.
I'm not doing it for 20% because the amount of work in setting this up and actually fulfilling to a giant direct-to-consumer play like QVC is really, really challenging.
Alexia,
Yes.
I've had an offer on the table way too
Okay.
long.
All
Tell me
right,
right
so,
now if you
just
would
to-
like to move forward or not.
Hey homeowners, want to save hundreds of dollars on new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson? This month
All Sharks are still in. Alexio has two offers on the table, one from Kevin O'Leary and another from Kevin Hart and Barbara for his company, Transformation Factory.
Thank you very much, Kevin and Barbara. I love the fact that you guys are interested. What I would say is 20% is a huge amount for $500,000.
Then do the 30% offer
based on
instead.
our current sales. We're doing over $500,000 a month in sales. Our profit margins are great. There's a lot of room for growth. We've managed to do this on our own. And
You
there's
hope.
so many things
you hope,
that we
because you
haven't
don't know what you
scratched.
don't know.
Right.
Alexia, with all due respect, you sound like you really need our help and expertise, particularly when you want to make a left-hand turn into the retail space.
Yep. Yes.
We know how to not tell you what to do. You're the majority shareholder. But we
Yes.
can certainly weigh in on what's wise and what our experience has
Absolutely.
been to help you make a better decision.
Yes.
I don't imagine you could go anywhere else where you could get the notoriety that this character to my right, this cutie pie right here, I'm
Thank
in
you,
love
Barbara.
with.
Thank you.
Not you, not you. You
Well, I
know.
would say I 100% agree with you. My counter offer to Kevin and Barbara would be for 20%, $800,000 in the company. We
How
can
do you
use
like
that
that,
to move
seaweed?
into.
I love
in
you
our
so
numbers.
much, and it sounds so juicy, but no, thank you.
Kevin.
Barb, are you interested in countering back and going to 600 and staying at 20%?
I honestly feel $500,000 with the help
Kev.
he needs is the right number.
I'll do it with you at that price.
Okay. if you want to go at 600, right?
Yes.
And keep it at 20%.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I truly do believe that there's a significant value in what you have here.
Yes.
And I do honestly believe in your growth potential and also you as a business person. I'm sold on you.
Yes.
You're going to need people that have relationships. I know that if Mark aligns himself with me, that makes whoever I want to get on the phone even that much
happened
faster.
for the
Because you don't want to
small
go over
amounts of money?
500. I said I
You
would go to
said
600.
you didn't want to go to
Well,
600.
but you didn't even take a breath. Now I'm jealous.
Well, that's business, Barb. You know, like I know, you
Barb,
can't think
is he
about
still
it.
a cutie pie?
No, not at all.
So now you have an offer
Yes.
where it's
So,
Mark
Alexio,
and
what do you
Kevin
want
for
to do? You give it to us
600,000.
for 600.
I love that offer. Mark, I'm a huge fan. We're both vegan. I love it. 600,000, 20% to work with both of you would be incredible. You guys have a deal.
Done.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congrats on what you accomplished.
Hey, man, you accomplish big things, big things, man.
Thank you.
Love your story.
Thank
Love
you.
your story, love your
Thank
business
you.
mind. All right?
Thank you so much, Mr. Wonderful, Lori,
Yeah.
and
Got it.
Barbara.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
man.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yes. Making a deal with Mark and Kevin is incredible, and growing my business with them is a dream come true. Yeah, I got a deal. Yeah, baby.
Hey, Kev, you just drowned Barbara in the ocean.
Well, I didn't drown Barbara in the
God,
ocean. I
never
wanted
saw a guy
Barbara.
move away from me so fast.
I wanted Barbara as a partner there, but Barbara didn't want to go up.
But he's a rock solid guy.
What a guy, honestly,
Yeah.
though.
Guy.
I think a story behind a product makes a product that much better.